Welcome, my friends, to a Creator 3-in-1 Dolphin and Turtle review. This is part one. It'll be all edited together. And what I like to do with the Creator 3-in-1s, as we can see here, is build all three of the alternate, or I'd say both alternate models, and then the third finale with the Dolphin and Turtle itself. This set itself is still on the shelves, so grab it while you can. I don't know how long it'll last. It was released in March, so I'm assuming it'll go through the end of the year. And if there's another spring wave of Creator 3-in-1s, this one could go by the wayside. I'm not sure how well it's selling, but I think folks who are really into mocks and parts and things along those lines, and if you like cute builds, this is definitely one for you to consider, because it's only $10, which isn't bad. First of all, and again, it has so many cool, unique parts and colors. Just for example, I don't know if this will show all. You got just here's the colors schemes. There's a couple in here that are kind of different. You've got some nice aqua titling. You have a few of these. These are definitely good to get. And of course, we'll kind of showcase the first build here as I adjust a few things. The first build, they give you all three instruction manuals are included, nice and small. First one is I don't know what this is, just little fishy with like coral reef action. So here he is built. We'll get to that in just a second. It's nice and easy to follow. I would say, I don't know, it took like 10-15 minutes, something along those lines. And there's the kind of the end where you plop it on the stand. So it was a really enjoyable little build. And so let's take a look at it here. And so the stand itself, there's a little crab. I really like, so these parts were super unique right here. That's going to be great for rock work for mock designers. So that's a part that I have not seen in this color before. So very, very solid. This I've seen. I've got a whole bunch of these in different colors. So it was nice to get another one. And these parts right here are really nice. You can kind of create good for alien planets and all sorts of different builds. The other piece that was really unique, and I'm actually going to take this off here and showcase it, was this part. So it's essentially kind of like a double version of these. In fact, when I was building it, I was having a hard time figuring out what they were talking about. So I could see, this is pretty neat. I could see this being for like roofs or other unique builds where this could play nicely as a corner. So I have not seen that part before, and I thought that was pretty good. And then also look at the coloring of that the clip. I haven't seen that before. And again, getting these colors is fantastic. You get these in the aqua color, just really solid. And then even there's a lot of tans in here, which of course everybody knows I love getting. I thought overall this is kind of cute. The interesting thing is that jaw actually moves back and forth right here. It goes up and down. Gives them a little bit of personality if you want to do different things. You probably could do if you're a stop motion animator, you could do a really funny him talking, right? Like going, hello, hello, hello. There he goes. He falls off the template right there. Okay, cool. So that's pretty solid right there. There's the underbelly. I should probably really, it's a good model overall. I thought this tail was really unique, it looks a little funky, but I thought it was a pretty cool technique nonetheless. So, there we go. So, there's the fish. Next up will be Seahorse. I have a feeling that one's going to be pretty fun, fun to build. Here's the instruction booklet, and so we will go to that build next. Next up was the Seahorse in the Creator 3-in-1 from Dolphin and Turtle. Here is a look at the instruction manual. There they kind of showed it separated, Seahorse and the, I guess it would be a snail, something along those lines. It's a pretty easy build ultimately. There's just like one or two like minor tricky spots. And then this is kind of what it shows that it looks like at the end. Interesting thing about this one, they kind of showcase the entire series. This is kind of like the Robot 3-in-1, which is a ripoff of Voltron. There's these cars, which I'm not really into, almost like Speed Champions, but for 3-in-1. And then the owl, I almost got the owl, but I put it back. I don't think I'll be getting it, as my budget is being focused elsewhere. So that's the instruction manual. Here there's a lot of parts left over, a lot of good ones, a very good variety of parts, I should say, which is nice about this overall pack. I will say, it's interesting. I always show my kids and my wife what I build, and the first one she was like, this is the, she wasn't sure what all this just stuff is. And I mean, she got that was a cute fish. This one, she was like, oh, that's a very cute snail and a seahorse. So it passes that test. There are lots of nice build techniques. The only thing I would say is that this falls off super easy. I don't know why they use that. I know it makes it nice and easy. It's just some path to connect on. And now it's kind of for use for kids to play with or whatever you're going to do with this thing. But it does fall off, so you have to be extremely careful. I would take this off when transporting it because it will break. It broke right off, fell on the ground, and then I had to rebuild it already one time. So let's give you kind of a look from all the different angles. This angle kind of doesn't look great, as you kind of it's that 45-degree angle is perfect for it, because then you get the nose, the eyes, the overall length of the build. There's these little arms, I guess, and then of course the curvature tail of the seahorse. I really like the detailing, and then this snail is pretty cool. And of course these parts are great to get. These are definitely not common. And again, the cornering piece, these are like finishing pieces, are really good. I have to imagine that mock builders that get this set are really gonna like that. I imagine that for some, this would be probably a really good one for a Lego users group, something along those lines, to have everybody pay $10, bring this set. If you get like 20-30 of these sets and do a parts draft, that would be pretty sweet, because some of these pieces would just be nice to get in bulk. And some others might be like, hey, I want this one, and be like, hey, I want those types. So that would be a lot of fun, a lot of cool parts in here that you could kind of draft out. So that is it for the Seahorse. Next up is the finale, the Dolphin and Turtle. So of course, make sure to check out the full-length build of the Seahorse and Snail. Should have been released earlier this week. The finale of the Dolphin and Turtle 3-1-1-2-8. I've finally built the Dolphin and Turtle themselves right here. So before we get into the build, and of course, a couple spare parts. It really uses quite a bit. There's some hair there. Got to get rid of that. Just a couple singles extra. Here are the instructions. It came with all three, and this one was pretty easy to do. Overall, here's kind of the parts list. Boy, some of these, this corner piece was really interesting. It was used in all of the builds. Pretty awesome. Here's again, they do the advertisement on this one. The final product, which we have right there, looks pretty good. We'll get to the build in a second. They start with the base plate right here, which is a pretty busy underwater scene if you really look at it. And then you go into the turtle, and then they close with the dolphin. And I would say it's kind of cramped from a display standpoint. Doesn't look all that great. It really could have used just a little bit more height, maybe some angle, and this would have been pretty fantastic. I don't know what you do with the turtle. The model itself isn't bad. Wait, some little dirt's getting here. The dolphin, the tail itself does go up and down. This is a very good look. The usage of the shaping is really awesome. I like that. Nothing wrong with the underbelly, although you can see the mechanics, which isn't really great. But from a distance, that still looks really good, and it's cute. Kind of from a dolphin, you know, can kind of, yeah, but his eyes are perfect. Those fins are really good. I love the coloring with the blue, and then I forget the... I always forget my color names, especially the blues, because it's never... I know this is aqua, or like an ice color, but there it looks, you know, from really all angles, not bad. It's kind of a fat dolphin. It's not a skinny dolphin. It's a fat dolphin. So we'll leave him over here. Let me take off. Well, this does fall off. I feel like every time you touch it. There you go. The turtle comes off, and this is one of the cuter builds of the 3-in-1. You know, this is small. It's probably somewhat misproportioned, but it's really cute. You know, from a distance, it's pretty cool, especially from like this angle coming in. And the parts usage itself, I mean, these are great parts to get. So ultimately, you know, and I talked about this during the builds, this would be a great set. If you could get a deal, even like 10-20% off, you know, get it for like $8. This would be a great one for like a lug draft, because there's so many great parts and colors and different things that you can do with that. So that's pretty much it. And then here's the base. You get those really cool like flowering, like coral reef type stuff. I do like this translucent green. That's nice to get. You get a little miniature crab, and this kind of flowering. And this is always good to get these, like, you know, see-through, you know, essentially like window pieces. And of course, getting all this tan. You know, my love for tan. For Tatooine and Star Wars MOCs is always there. So that's it. We're going to swim off in this one. Make sure to like down below, subscribe. This is one I've had a lot of fun doing. It was not as difficult as some of the other ones. I'm probably done for a little while with 3-in-1s until I get to the castle. And we'll catch you on the next one. And then we're swimming off into the ocean. Bye for now.